Hey guys, welcome to Excel tutorial channel again and episode number 2 of text functions in Excel. So in this video we're gonna learn how to separate strings in Excel using 4 different functions in Excel, namely right function, left function, length function and find function. So in the previous episode we have covered the overview of these functions, but we're gonna practice these functions in detail. So I have told you before, like find function, length function, these are the helper function. So what these functions do we will cover in this particular video. So the idea behind this video is not to teach you how to separate first name and last name from the full name. The idea behind this video is to flourish your Excel skills in these particular functions. So let's get started. So here we have the full name here, which is very straightforward. So we have the list of 14 students here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna separate the first and the last name of these names. So for the first name, what we're gonna do is, we know for the first name, which is the Normie, Nancy, Rima, Porter and Oliver, etc. The first name starts from the left, right? So we know which functions we're gonna use first. We're gonna use first which function? The left function. So it's very straightforward. If you see two argument, as I've told you before, you need to understand this argument and your hands on these functions will be very fast. So this is like text and number of characters. So for the text part we will select this particular cell, which is the A2, right? And now for the number of characters we can write, simply write 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? 6 character. So we can simply write 6, but no, we need to apply this particular formula to all our values, or you can say all our strings in a column, right? And to find that, what we're gonna do is, we know to separate these two characters, or you can say the first name and last name, we have one string here, which is the space, and we will exploit that part. And in the next argument we will enter the find function. So find function returns the starting position of one text strings with the another text string. Okay, and for that let's see what is the argument of this. So we have the find text and within text. Okay, so to find text we need to find the exploiting strings, which is the space. So we will just enter the space here, and here we will select this and we close it down. Let's see what we get here. So we get the first name here, right? And if we apply to all, we get all the first name here with the help of left and find function. Hope you understand this, how to get the first name from our particular cells. So if you have any questions in mind, please do comment in the description box, because we will, or one of my colleagues will help you out to resolve such questions. Okay, and in the last part, so we have covered this. Okay, and for the last part we know the last name is last, and which function we will use. If you have watched the overview video, yes, we will use the right function. And for the right function we just enter the right formula here, and we have these two. Now keep in mind we have two argument here, which is the text, which will be the same, and for the next, the number of characters. So for the number of characters we need to eradicate this space bar, and we will exploit that, and normie part, right? So to eradicate that we will use the length of whole cell here and subtract that from this particular space and this number of strings. How are we gonna do that? First we need to add the length here, right? So for the number of characters, let me rephrase it, let me explain it better way. Let me explain it. For the number of characters we need to find the total length, which is this, right? And to deduct this particular first name we will help the space string here with the help of find function. And for the find here, so we have the two arguments here, mainly the find text will be the space bar, right? And the within text will be this, and we will close it down like this. And if we enter, what we got is, we got the last name here. and if we apply to all, and there you go. If you have some doubts in mind about the find and length function, please do watch the overview video where we have covered these particular functions. So that's how you separate strings from one column and from one cell, like this one. So suppose you have something like, the general way of entering phone name and last name is like this. Like if we say this, let's assume this is the last name and this is the first name, and so in your regular Excel life or a professional life, generally the names are written like this. Okay, and as you can see, Excel have added this particular string here, and to eradicate this, we need to exploit the comma. Okay, because we have this space here and we also have the string, and to eradicate string we need to exploit comma instead of space. So for the comma we need to add this, and to eradicate space also, which is also counted as the string, so we will write here -1, and there you go, we got your. So we have the last name here, and we have used the comma in the first name as the exploiter, like in the find function, and exploiter or helper in the find function, and for the last name, so we have used the space, which is perfectly normal because it will eradicate even space and this particular string also. But if you want to practice it with the comma part, you can also do the same. But if I just enter here comma, and it will give me the same answer, but if you see, there is a string added here, which is the space. If I just enter the formula here and see the length of this, so it returns as 8. So why 8? Because we have the 7 characters here, and why 8? Because 8 will be the space bar. And to eradicate that, we will do the same like we have done with the first. Just add -1 here and click enter. So you got the gimmick, and we have got the 7 length of the characters. So that's how you separate strings. Hope you understand how we can do it with the help of right left functions and with the help of find function, and in upcoming videos we will cover with the help of other examples also. So this is the one of the formula. Okay, so this is just the idea behind this video, is just to elaborate such stuff or such formula or such functions you can use in your daily life and flourish or excel your Excel skills. If you have find it helpful, click the like button. If you want to share it to your colleague, then click the share button. If you want such video in the future, then click on the subscribe, or you can also log on to exceltutorial.net for all these videos. See you in the next chapter. Until then, bye bye.